Hello, I'm Dawn. This is Yarn is a Sport, and it's time to play ball. Yesterday was Wednesday, WIP Wednesday, and one of the podcasters, and I don't think it matters which one, was saying that she felt really guilty having WIPs. So I think I've briefly spoken about, I think everyone should have at least 3 WIPs, but I do have something in my little notebook that I keep, and I wanted to read it. Always have at least 3 WIPs: a portable, a challenging one that you'll learn from, and a mindless one to relax. And then I got to thinking about the fact that she said she felt guilty, and these are my thoughts on that. When you have children of different ages, no one asks which is your favorite, or tells you that because one is graduated from college or gotten married, you should no longer worry about them. So why am I questioned about my multiple projects, WIPs, or ICU closet? I better explain. An ICU closet, some people call it their naughty corner. It's my item completion unknown, my ICU unit. I'm a nurse. My new cast on or yarn purchase. I think of the completed project as the adult child. The work is done. You still worry about their well-being, the care, their health. The project needing the ends woven in or a blocking is like that college student. You have done almost all that you can to see what you can do to influence them. The IC unit projects that may or may not end up in the morgue, that's being frogged, or lay comatose until the glitch in the pattern design is figured out, resolved much like the rebellious teenagers in high school, needing to be disciplined or grounded until further notice. The WIPs and mystery make-alongs are like the grade schoolers, happily going along enjoying recess and play dates. The new cast-ons are the toddlers and babies receiving more attention and capturing our hopes for their future existence. And the stash is like a pregnancy, not always planned, but cherished equally. So why do people try to extrude guilt upon those who are doing them no harm and causing them no burden through their hobby and creativity? It's because they know they are not knit-worthy. Those are my thoughts for today. As far as my WIPs, I don't have 3 going. I have 2 right now that I'm working on. This is the I'm going to call it the Minnie Mouse. It'll be polka dotted. You can see where the other one will fit in. Afghan, this is not due until April. Then I have this that I'm, this is the lace sweater that I'm working on. It's a self-drafted. It's using it's a thread It's a number 10, and the needle, the hook is a 7 Susan Bates. Now, everybody has their favorites. I love Susan Bates. I did purchase some Susan Bates for the smaller size, and they were not the same style. This is a very deep, definite cut in the throat. Sounds dangerous. And it's very defined in where the hook is for it. I don't know if you can really see with my hand. Let me try this. I don't know if it's focusing, but I like them. This is a number 7, which is a 1.5 millimeter, and these, the one I have is stamped, and I think it was made in Mexico. The other ones were made in China. They just did not have the they weren't well done. I do have another set that I found that I'm hoping will have that, and I'll discuss that if I get it in and keep it. The other thing I wanted to tell you about were 2 cows. One of them is Marley Bird. She had her Super Bowl. It's jewelry. I had everything here that was on the list for the crochet, so I did the crochet. But the crochet and the knit are free for the next few days yet, and at least take a look at them. I think you can pay $25 for them between now and then if you want them. Well worth it. There's extra patterns. You'll have the video instructions for you. It's definitely worth it. Now, the other one I'm going to tell you about begins on Thursday, the 23rd of February, which is next week. It is a design by Kim McEllinden. Sorry, Kim. And it is sponsored through Tabitha of Long Island Yarn and Farm, which she calls LIYF, L-I-Y-F. It's called Life and Rainbows Cal, and it might be called the 2nd annual Life and Rainbows Cal. Kim's is Knit a Rainbow. That's her company. She has some great podcasts. Tabitha has a farm. She has some wonderful images of the animals and what she's doing, shearing at the time, things like that on Instagram. She started a podcast that has all of the 12 Days of Christmas Zoom calls and anything else that she's been doing. But this design for this one is fabulous. It has a V-neck with a faux cable down the front. One way, you turn it around, and it has a rounded neck with 2 faux cables, and then there's 2 other cables that go down, so you can actually wear it diagonally on the side. And the way that she has the front and the back, which either or, one of them's a little bit, dips a little more when you have it one way, and dips more in the back, and the other one dips more in the front the other way. But it's fabulous. It's almost like a shorter poncho. It comes just below the elbows. It's so versatile. I'm so excited to do this. But that one will be starting the 23rd. That one is 4 Thursdays, so it ends like 3rd Thursday in March. But if you purchase it now, there's a bonus catch up that they have 2 weeks after that. It will have a Zoom call, there'll be interaction, and you get 15 minutes with the designer, Kim. So should you have any questions or trouble with something, she'll work it out with you. If there's anything else you want to ask her with that time, you can do that. And I will have that linked below. I will have Marley Bird linked below. Have your WIPs. Sometimes, you know, the fibers of the yarn you're using aren't conducive to your environment, the weather. Sometimes you're just not in the mood to do one. Something else comes along. Don't feel bad about having those WIPs. Enjoy your crafting. Thanks for coming by to play ball.